What's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you the strategies that I used in order to create 21 reels within 24 hours. Thank you for joining me today. This is the spot for new and established business owners to get practical marketing tips for their businesses. I offer free 5-minute video audits on Instagram for businesses looking to increase their growth and sales. And I also provide specific industry niche marketing trainings that will give you content ideas and marketing ideas that are very specific to your industry. I will talk more about how you can join those at the end of this video. So the reason why I was able to speed up my content production on Reels this much has to do with a variety of different factors. So I'm gonna walk you through the strategies that I used in order to speed up my production process, and also give you tips and tricks that you can use in order to speed up all of your content production, regardless of whether you're making reels or if you're making posts. You can apply it to a bunch of different things. So let's get started. Tip number one is to evaluate what your goals are. So do you want to be consistent? Do you want to have viral videos with tons of views? What are your goals? So for me personally, I was creating a YouTube channel that you're watching right now. I created a TikTok account and Pinterest, all in addition to my Instagram account, all within the same month. So my goal with Reels was personally to get it done quick and to also make sure that it was as stress-free as possible. So if you are somebody who's looking for viral views or lots of views, then you are going to want to spend a lot more time researching TikTok trends and viral music and a bunch of different strategies that are important in order to make sure that your reels get a lot of views. However, views was not a goal that I pursued this month, so I wanted to figure out ways to create content that was going to be fast so that I could be effective with it still. And that was my priority. So if you're somebody who's looking for viral views, you're likely going to need to put in a little bit more time due to researching, editing, and coming up with ideas to a greater capacity than what I personally did. For me, I recorded the reels outside while I had just either was about to go for a run or after going for a run. So it was just me talking, there was no editing involved, and it was something that wasn't interrupting my day. I didn't have to book off time to do it because I go for a run every day, so I was able to just incorporate it. But that has to do with my goals and the whole point and why I created that goal, right? So your production and your editing and your researching and stuff might be a little bit more intensive than what I did, which will obviously prolong the process, and you're probably not going to get this done in 24 hours using that. However, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of tips that you can still use to speed up the process regardless. Tip number two is to select your topics. So what I like to do is I like to make a list of all the things that I want to talk about in that reel, and then I actually craft headlines that are relevant to what that topic is. And the reason why I create the headline right away is because I find that sometimes as a marketer, you're trying to make really juicy, clickable headlines, right? And so I want to make sure that my content lives up to that headline and not have the opposite problem where the headline's really good, but the content not so much. So I like to create the topic and the headline all in one go and then create my content around that headline. If you are somebody who is doing viral videos with lip syncing and music trends and a whole bunch of different things, then you want to do the same process, and you want to instead spend a lot more time researching what type of videos are trending and doing well, and then you want to list them out and prepare what needs to be done in order to execute all of those reels and actually produce them. Tip number three is to batch record your reels. So like I said, for my particular situation, I was branching out on a bunch of different social media channels all within the same month. So I wanted to be able to batch create all of my content so that I wasn't stressed out and trying to come up with content on a bunch of different platforms every day, right? So the second thing is I wanted to make sure that I was recording it in a low stress way as well. And That led me to decide to record while I was out walking my dog and going for a run. And that made it really easy to just take a topic or a headline that I had on my phone and then create content around that idea while I was walking. And so this made it really easy to do. If you are somebody who is spending time researching trending videos, going on TikTok, researching trending songs, and trying to do the lip syncing and different things like that, the actual content creation part is going to take you longer just because that usually takes quite a few takes in order to do. But similarly, you want to make sure that you have a change of different outfits to put on and that you have the script of your video planned out. You know what song's going with what video, just so that you can sit down, batch record a bunch of different reels and get it all done in one go. It's quite realistic to be able to get 21 reels done within maybe 1 to maybe 3 days. So that would be how your process may be a little bit different. The fourth tip I have for you is I like to upload my videos into stories so that I can add captions onto them. And this tells people what I'm saying without them actually needing to turn on the volume of their phone. A lot of people aren't able to do this, especially if they're watching videos on social media and they're in a public setting, then people usually leave it silent. In order to speed up the caption process, I find it easier to just upload the reel into stories, save it as a story, and then upload it again as a reel. And so this does all my captions for me. Other times when I have more time, I will actually type out the caption, or in reels, you can individually add text. Once again, this can look better, it can be nicer, however, it's just a little bit more time consuming, which I was not going for this month. So I opted to upload it as a story. But regardless of what you're doing, adding captions or text to your videos can really help people get the gist of what the video is about without their sound necessarily being on. Tip number 5 for batching your content is to upload your captions and your hashtags into some sort of software. I like to use Airtable. And what this does is Airtable also has an app that I have downloaded on my phone. So what I'm able to do is actually go and type up the captions on my desktop, and then on my phone, I'm able to copy and paste them into the reel itself, and then I can save it as a draft. Then next time I need to go to post something, I'm able to just click on that draft, hit share, and I'm done for the day. So it speeds up the process significantly on a day-to-day basis, but it also allows you to be more consistent because you already have a series of reels that you can choose from when you're on the go. I also want to show you this really quick hack on how you can speed up your hashtag process. If you have an iPhone, you can go into your keyboard and shortcut settings, and you can actually go and type up a shortcut for all of your hashtags. So then when you go to write it up in a reel, it'll automatically just add your hashtags when you type in that little shortcut. And this can really speed up the process for you as well if you're not copying and pasting from Airtable like I do. This was the full process on how I was able to create 21 reels within 24 hours. I hope that you were able to get some value from this video. As I mentioned at the beginning, I do free 5-minute video audits for Instagram for businesses looking to increase their growth and sales. And if you click the description box below, you will be able to sign up for that. I also do free marketing trainings that are industry specific, where you will get different marketing content that's related to your industry or niche. And I also go through the full sales process to make sure that your online business is successful and is able to generate sales. So if you're interested in any of those, you can go ahead and click the description box below, and it will provide you with a list of all the different industry trainings I have. If you do not see your industry listed, you can either send me an email at alyssa@cristantadigitalmarketing.ca, or you can also watch any of those trainings because the process is the same that I go through in each training. It's just the marketing examples I give are very industry specific to give you lots of ideas to work with. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next Sunday.